Hello everyone, today is our day first of chapter Energy Sources. Let's first discuss the various objectives of this chapter. First is energy sources and second is global warming and greenhouse effect. Let's start with the first topic. First of all, what are energy sources? The sources present in the atmosphere through which we get energy are called energy sources. Energy sources are classified into two categories. First, renewable sources of energy and second, non-renewable sources of energy. Let's discuss them one by one. Renewable sources of energy. Those sources of energy which are being produced continuously in nature and are inexhaustible are called renewable sources of energy. Inexhaustible means unlimited. For example, solar energy, wind energy, biomass, geothermal and hydro energy. All these sources can be utilized for a long period of time. But natural gas, coal, nuclear energy and oil all are limited in nature and cannot be replaced when exhausted. Such sources are non-renewable sources of energy. Students, let's discuss the renewable sources of energy in detail. Sun is the main source of various types of energy on earth, and the energy obtained from the sun is called solar energy. Every day huge amount of solar energy is received by the earth. But do you know that how solar energy reaches the earth and how much energy reaches the earth? Students, we all know that solar energy reaches the earth in the form of sunlight, and 1 meter square area of the atmosphere is used only 1.4 kilowatt per meter square of solar energy, which is also known as solar constant. But this solar energy that reaches the earth is not equal at all places. It also varies during a day, because the solar energy that reaching the earth's surface is absorbed by gas particles, water vapors, dust particles in the atmosphere. Students, we know that solar energy is the main source of all the other energies, but it has some limitations. First limitation is the solar energy received by the earth is in scattered or diffused form. The energy radiated by the sun on a bright sunny day is approximately 1.4 kilowatt per meter square, but only 47% of this solar energy reaches the earth. Students, we have discussed earlier also, because the solar energy that reaching the earth's surface is absorbed by gas particles, water vapors present in the atmosphere. Second limitation is solar energy is not available at a constant rate due to clouds, wind, haze, etc. Third is solar energy is not available at night uniformly. Fourth, solar energy may not be available at all places on the earth. So student, these are the limitations of solar energy. Biogas is another very important source of energy. It is a mixture of gases produced during decay of biomass in the absence of oxygen. Students, biomass is the waste of dead parts of living beings like plants, trees and animals. But question is, how does it produce? Students, biogas is produced through a natural process called anaerobic digester that converts organic waste. You can see here the waste of dung and urine that converts into biogas, which is further used for cooking and lighting. Let's discuss the uses of biogas. Students, as we know, biogas is very important source of energy. So it is being used for cooking food. It is used for running engines and biogas is being used for street lighting. Students, this is all for today. Thank you.